Ryan Succo, NKySportsBlog.com. We're here with Boone County head coach Greg McQueary after their first round win over Highlands. Coach, you guys beat Holmes earlier this year. They were probably one of the favorite in this tournament. You guys have had success against them. What is it about these Rebels that give you guys such a good matchup against the Holmes Bulldogs?
Well, I think you said it's a matchup, and we respect them. I mean, the 2 years previously, they ended our season. 3 years ago, we lost a great regional championship game. The team went on, won the state championship that Holmes had. Next year, they beat us in the semifinals. So these kids, they know what they were fired up and ready to go. And we know Holmes has had a great program, and we're trying to make sure that we're always a contender. We told the kids in the locker room, hey, this is 4 straight years we've been to at least the semifinals of the region. About time we advance a little further. But I'm proud of these kids. They've won a lot of games over their careers. But the matchup tonight, we matched up well. And our kids executed the game plan. You have to give all the credit to our players. They made free throws. We were shaky early, but I thought we found a stretch there in the middle. We got a little bit of a rhythm. And Holmes is a good basketball team, and they made a nice comeback. And even though we got up 11, they got it back to 4, and I was a little worried.
And they zoned you a lot tonight. That wasn't something you saw in the first matchup so much. Was that something you prepared for, or is it something you guys kind of adjusted on the fly?
Well, we felt like we were going to see some zone because that's been Holmes' trademark defense. We felt since Coach Brewer's been there. We played them in the regular season, and they didn't play as much zone. I think they were afraid of losing our shooters. And so I think this time, hey, we'll try something different. And it bothered us at first. I think then we finally adjusted. I told the kids I think we're going to see some zone, and then they went back to their man in the first half, second half. So it's about making adjustments. But the kids got to make plays. I mean, you can go over it, but if they don't make plays, it doesn't make a difference.
And talk about one of those adjustments. Say McQueary, he was great finding the open man down under the basket in the high-low action. Was that something that just kind of worked out, or was that something you told them in the huddle?
Well, that's something we like to do is get the ball in his hand. I thought the first 6 minutes he didn't touch it enough, and not that he has to shoot it, but we need to get the ball in his hands because he draws defenses to him, and he's early in his career he was more. We needed to pass a little bit more because we had some inside players, and this year we've had to move him inside. So we feel like, hey, if we get Zane at the high post, if they don't come out and guard him, he's going to be able to knock down shots, and if they do come out and guard him, he can dump the ball down to some guys that can score, and we had a stretch there where we were able to do that matchup. So I mean, I thought he had a good game for us, and we need him to have a good game. He's our most experienced player, and he's got to play like that in the postseason.
Talk a little bit about Kareem Parker and Travis Carr, who just had big games for you guys tonight when you really needed them.
Well, Keenan plays bigger than he is. I mean, he's barely 6 foot tall. He's battles on the boards. I think he had like 8 or 9 rebounds tonight. Travis Carr, he's a young man. Didn't make our basketball team as a sophomore, and that shows you the character and perseverance that he has. That we told him keep working, come back, and we think he got a chance to make our basketball team. And he definitely made our basketball team, and he's an integral part of our team. But they play with so much energy, and they make so many things happen. They battle on the boards. They give us. And tonight they made some big buckets. And there's been games where they haven't scored hardly any. And there's been other games they scored like tonight. They just do what their role is tonight. And tonight we need them to score a little bit, and they did that.
Talk about your guard play. Cooper Downs, Chase Stanley, Keith Pitts, they've kind of been the staple for you guys. They handle the ball for you guys all year. You're a little small at the guard position, but talk about how well they distributed the ball and put the guys in the right position to score tonight. Well,
experience again. Those guys, Cooper and Chase especially have been playing the last couple of years. Keith came on at the end of last year. They take care of the basketball, and postseason basketball, if you got good guard play that control the game, you got a chance to win. And that's the thing that one of the strengths of our team. And we have to get those guys to make good decisions, get the ball where it needs to be, drive when they need to, pull it out when we need them to pull it out. And I thought their decision making at times was a little questionable, but for the majority of the game it was really good. And that's one of the reasons we're advancing.
All right, that's head coach of the Boone County Rebels, Greg McQueary. His Rebels are moving on to the second round to face the winner of Lloyd and Highlands coming up here in just a little bit. For NKySportsBlog.com, I'm Ryan Succo.